el tiempo y otras cosas. Our next unit is on weather, months, seasons, days, and dates. Weather expressions are probably the most difficult of all the vocabulary on this next unit. However, you can see the question, ¿Qué tiempo hace?, meaning what's the weather like, uses the verb hace, and in many of the ways to answer it, you also use the verb hace. Hace buen tiempo means it is nice out. Hace calor means it is hot out. If you want to say it is very hot out, you say hace mucho calor. Hace frío means it is cold out. Hace mucho frío, it is very cold out. Hace sol, it is sunny out. Hace mucho sol, it is very sunny outside. Hace viento, it is windy. Hace mucho viento, it is very windy outside. Hace fresco, it is cool outside. Hace mal tiempo, it is bad. Now there are three other weather expressions that do not use the verb hacer. It is to rain, and that was a stem changing verb, an O to UE, and you only use the it singular form of that, and you make the sentence llueve. One word, capitalize it, put a period at the end, means it is raining or it rains. Nevar was the verb for to snow, which was also a stem changing verb, an E to IE, and again you only use the it singular form to form the sentence nieva. Nieva means it is snowing or it snows. Our last weather expression is está nublado. Está nublado means it is cloudy. If it is partly cloudy, you say está en parte nublado. Associated with weather, of course, comes the months of the year, los meses del año. So the word for month is mes, the word for year is año. Most of the months of the year are cognates, with the exception of January. So these are really easy. However, please note that you do not capitalize the names of the month unless they start a sentence. Enero means January. Febrero means February. Marzo means March. Abril is April. Mayo is May. Junio is June. Julio is July. Agosto is August. Septiembre is September. Octubre is October. Noviembre is November. And diciembre is December. Now, although there are many cognates, September, October, November, December all have some similarities. Instead of ER in English, in Spanish, it's RE. Notice in September, November, and December, they add an I in there, so they have an extra I. In October, the second O is a U. And in December, instead of DEC being the prefix, it is DIC. March looks very similar. Obviously, March comes from the god Mars, so that might help you to remember Marzo. Abril, if you take the P in the English version and just flip it up, it becomes a B, so Abril. That's pretty easy. Most of you have probably heard of Mayo as in Cinco de Mayo, so make sure you're not pronouncing it Mayo. And Junio and Julio look just like them in June or July, but they end in I-O. Now, if you're going to put these into a sentence, you're typically going to use the verb ser, because if I wanted to say it is April, I would say es abril. If I want to talk about what months of the year are my favorite, mis meses favoritos son junio, julio y agosto. So I'm using it singular and it plural. Las estaciones del año means the seasons of the year. We have used the word estación before, but that was in estación de gasolina or estación de policía. So it meant station, and now when you say Estaciones del Año, it means seasons of the year. You only have 4 here. These are not really cognates. All are masculine except for spring. So spring is la primavera. Fall is el otoño. Winter is el invierno. Summer is el verano. Once again, you use the verb ser when you want to talk about a season or seasons. So for example, since right now we are in the springtime, we say es primavera or es la primavera, or if we want to say something is in the spring, we say es en la primavera. Or mis estaciones favoritas son verano y otoño. My favorite seasons are summer and fall. Los días de la semana means the days of the week. Notice a couple of things before we go over the actual vocabulary, that I'm starting with Monday. That's because that's how the calendars, Spanish-speaking calendars or Spanish written language calendars start with Monday, whereas typically our calendars start with Sunday. So Monday is el lunes. El lunes means on Monday, or it means Monday. Notice the word el has meant the, and it still does, but this is where you can't literally translate everything. So el lunes can mean just Monday, or it can mean on Monday instead of en lunes. The way I remember Monday is lunes looks like the word luna, which means moon, and moon and mun, as in the abbreviation for Monday, look very similar. El martes is Tuesday or on Tuesday, and the way I remember that is from Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras starts on Fat Tuesday, and so therefore Martes and Mardi Gras, even though Mardi Gras is French, it has some similarities. Wednesday is el miércoles. Don't have a hook for that one, and it's definitely not a cognate. Thursday is el jueves, or on Thursday. Friday or on Friday is el viernes. Saturday is el sábado, and Sunday or on Sunday is el domingo. Once again, when you put this into a sentence, you're going to use the verb ser. Es el jueves means it is Thursday. Now note, I always use the el jueves. So this is one of the things, kind of like the cardinal directions where you always said el norte, el sur. You always have el, even if we don't translate that into English. And mis días favoritos son el viernes y el sábado. My favorite days are Friday and Saturday. Otra Información. La fecha means date, as in the number and the month and the year of the particular day. So anytime you want to write a date, you say SL, give the number, of, give the month, say of, and then give the year. For example, SL 13 de abril de 2014 means it is the 13th of April 2014. Instead of using just S at the beginning of the sentence, you could insert today. Hoy es el 13 de abril de 2014, meaning today is the 13th of April 2014. Or you could say mañana es el 13 de abril de 2014, meaning tomorrow is the 13th of April 2014. Once again, notice we're using the verb ser. Hoy es el martes, mañana es el miércoles, or hoy es el 13 de abril, or mañana es el 14 de abril. Now on the following pages, go ahead and do the practice work and see if you can answer the questions.